Judge Kroll and the board of SNOA for honoring me and my colleague, Judge Nancy Allf, with this award, which was named for Justice Miriam Shearing, and has been bestowed on those women leaders in our community who are not only trailblazers, but who are personal mentors. So I very much appreciate this honor. Sir Isaac Newton is credited with saying, "If I have seen farther, it's because I have stood on the shoulders of giants." And that's how I feel about these women who have gone before me in receiving this award. You heard earlier about how Judge Allf, Randa Shea and I, in 1983, attended our first SNOA brunch together. And that was how SNOA welcomed women attorneys into the community. Remember, it was a very small legal community in 1983, a very small community of women. The 100th woman admitted to the practice of law in the history of the state of Nevada was admitted in 1979. That's the year that those intrepid women went to Shelley Berkeley's living room and founded SNOA. And those women made sure that every new woman who came into the bar knew that there were other women here who would be there for them and who would help them in their practice. So I joined, as was mentioned, SNOA immediately. I want you to know that from those remarks you heard from Candace and Kathleen England, why Nancy, I'm going to talk a little bit about my friend Nancy, about why she's so deserving of this honor. I 100% agree with everything they said, but I will tell you something nobody else mentioned, and that is that Judge Allf is the most dedicated and itemized planner you will ever meet. After that new admittance brunch I told you about that we all went to, Nancy had a 5-year plan. She lived in 5-year plans. Her father was an FBI agent. He taught her about 5-year plans. So here was the plan. The plan was to get me on the board of SNOA. So 2 years later, when I was president of SNOA, I made Nancy in charge of all of our events. Another one of Nancy's superpowers is what she calls putting the sisterhood to work for you. I have followed her advice. So I want you to know that our profession can be very isolating, especially for women, and you should take advantage of all the opportunities that SNOA provides to you to support you in your profession. These are the people who understand what the challenges are that are so unique to being a woman attorney. The other maxim I live by is what Shirley Chisholm said, which is that service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth. That's good advice for all of us. Our law license gives us a privilege, which goes with the awesome power and the responsibility to uphold the rule of law. But it also provides us with a great opportunity and a platform for service. I was a newcomer to Las Vegas when I joined SNOA. I literally came to work here in Las Vegas to work on the MGM fire case because my placement director at law school told me, you only have to stay 2 years. And then you're going to have the best legal experience of anybody at your level, and you can go anywhere in the country you want. So you can do the math. I overstayed that by 35 years. And so I guess you could say that Judge Allf and her 5-year plan have changed the course of my professional career. I believe that we all have a superpower. And I've told you Judge Allf's is planning. And you heard from Kathy England, mine is running board meetings. It is the women of SNOA who first recognized that in me, and who gave me that platform that was my launching pad to become, as you heard, active in what we call bar leadership. Some people who aren't quite so nice call it bar junkies. And also the opportunity to serve on many other boards in our community and other organizations. One of the things that I don't think any of us could do other than, as mentioned, we have to thank the folks who put this plan together, and I appreciate Alex, Candace, and all those folks who put together this event, so thank you for that. But I also want to say that none of us get anywhere if we don't have good staff who support us, and so I want to thank my staff who are here with me tonight, and my former staff who came also. If I have one word of advice for you, it would be to find your own superpower and then put the sisterhood to work for you. Once again, I want to thank SNOA for including me among these recipients of these awards. I feel tonight that I am truly standing on the shoulders of giants.